I hope you are staying safe and sane in isolation, quarantine, hashtag social distancing, whatever you want to call it. In the meantime, I'm going to bring you some new information about what's going on in War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and that includes a couple of new banners that I want to take a look at and talk about whether or not it is worth your investment to pull. Let's get into it. If you've been playing the game, you've probably noticed this little banner popping up when we get new news, and that is that the game has crossed the 1 million download threshold, which is awesome because this game definitely needs more players because it's just fantastic. It's so much fun, and it's a great time sink for all the time that you're being forced to spend in your homes or wherever it is you happen to be to try to stay away from all this COVID-19 stuff. Not going to get into that, but I do want to get into some of the things that have come because of this 1 million download mark, and that includes a couple of new banners and a new banner that goes along with some new units that just came out. So you can take a look at this stuff if you go to the summons tab. Now, one of them is going to not be here for me because I've already pulled on it, and that is a guaranteed ultra rare banner. Now, whenever you log into the game, you'll be able to notice this if you go to the summon tab, and what that is you have to spend 2,000 paid Visor in order to be able to pull on this banner, and it guarantees that you will get one ultra rare that's listed on the banner. This does not include Thancred or the newer units that have already been released, which we'll get into in just a second. This is just the original pool of ultra rares that have already been available. So it's 2,000 paid Visor, and in all honesty, 2,000 for a guaranteed ultra rare is pretty good, considering that we've already talked about before that the rates for ultra rares on standard banners being at only 2%, that's not great. So if you can guarantee that you're potentially going to get a useful unit, this is worth doing, and I would highly encourage you to do so. So one thing that is an important distinction, and we're going to go into the Visor shop just to take a look at this so you can understand. You'll notice that we have a few of these free bonus Visor packs that are available. I've already picked up a few of them. And the way that they work is these are discounted. You get a certain amount of paid Visor, and then you get bonus Visor. I want to point something out to you. Whatever you get in terms of paid, the bonus Visor is not counted as paid Visor, even though you're kind of paying for it. So this will require, to pull on this guaranteed ultra rare banner, it needs 2,000 Visor. So if you get a deal that only gets you like 1,400 paid Visor and then a bonus 1,400 Visor, that bonus does not count towards this. You have to actually buy 2,000 Visor in whatever way, whatever deal that you go about getting it, that's what you have to have. So I wanted to make sure to point out that important distinction because it's kind of unclear. There are two guaranteed ultra rare banners going on right now. One of them consists of a guaranteed ultra rare unit, which we've already talked about, and the other one is a guaranteed ultra rare vision card, which we've talked about before. These are just basically secondary pieces of equipment that you can rotate around on any unit that give various bonuses. Just to give you my thoughts on it, I think the guaranteed ultra rare banner is a great idea. However, the vision card one, this guaranteed ultra rare, I don't think is nearly as worth it unless you were just wailing really hard. Vision cards, especially the ultra rare ones, don't have nearly the impact that an ultra rare unit does in terms of the essentials and beefing up your party. I would avoid the vision card banner 100% unless you're just going hard in the paint. The guaranteed ultra rare banner, in my opinion, is worth it if this is a game that you're going to be spending time playing. So those are my thoughts. Now, let's get into the new unit banner that has just come out here recently. And that is this one right here, and it is for Federica. She is a gunner unit, and overall she's actually pretty strong. If you look at the Japan tier list for the game, now the game's been out for several months in Japan before it was launched in other territories. She's actually rated pretty highly. She can be very, very useful. She's got a lot of mobility. You can kind of compare her to Ryu. I probably butchered that, and if I did, I'm so sorry, who's kind of a similar unit to her. The big difference is Federica is just a little bit better. and she is useful. So if you're looking to, drop some Vesour to try to get her, you can do that. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, let's take a look at the stats really quick. You can see here that we kind of get a little bit of an overview for her. Lovestruck Forest Gunner, Frederica. You can actually get a look at her limit break as well, which, why not? Let's go ahead and watch it. So this is her limit break. She shoots a bunch of bullets, holes, as Mallet Moogle would call it. Shout outs to Teppan. But yeah, it's a cool looking limit break, and it can be really, really effective. Her primary job is Gunner, like we mentioned before, and then she's got Ninja, which adds quite a bit of mobility, and finally Ranger, which isn't quite as useful. But the Gunner and Ninja combo is actually pretty good. So overall, Frederica wouldn't be a bad unit to have, and I would definitely consider pulling on this banner if you've got the Vesour to spend. Now, the big decision you'll have to make is you have to look a little bit ahead. And it's in terms of what's in the future for War of the Visions, and that is Final Fantasy Tactics banners. And one of the things that we will be getting in the future, because it's already out in Japan, that is a banner that includes Orlando, who is from Final Fantasy Tactics. If you've played that game, you know the history of this character. You know that he was very powerful in that game, and no surprise here, he's very powerful in this game. A lot of Japanese players that have been playing on the Japanese client, recommend saving the majority of your resources for Orlando because he is so good. However, Frederica is not bad to have. So if you're looking for a gunner, ninja, ranged damage dealing unit that's not a mage, she's fantastic. And another unit that we also got along with Frederica is Shadowlynx, who is the Lone Shadow. She is a primary ninja. She's a mega rare. She's not an ultra rare. And one important distinction between mega rares and ultra rares that I feel like I can't touch on enough is that ultra rare units require more resources to limit break, to enhance, to reach their full potential. Mega rares don't require nearly as much. So Shadowlynx is primarily a ninja. She's also got some Dragoon going on, and then finally some Samurai. She's not bad either. So if you were to get either one of these units, I would actually consider it a good day in terms of the pulls. But one thing that you definitely need to keep in mind are the drop rates. Let's take a look at that really quick. So the drop rates themselves are not great. You can see here, as I mentioned before, ultra rares drop 2% of the time, and this also includes vision cards. Mega rares a little bit higher at just slightly under 8%. So those are things that you need to keep in mind. One other thing I also want to talk about is a new vision card and an Esper that's also available on this banner, and that is Shiva. So she can, as you can see here, she offers ice attack resistance and quite a bit of evasion as her party ability. And then what you can see there, Diamond Dust comes along with Shiva as an Esper. She's pretty good for mages, but I wouldn't pull specifically just to try to get Shiva. Frederica is definitely the best pull from this banner. So if you're going to invest in it, that's what you want to look for. So just to press my luck, we're going to drop 2K Vesour on this banner just to see what we get. The rates are low, so I'm not expecting anything fantastic, but I'm looking for a little bit of redemption because my guaranteed ultra rare was Eileen, who is arguably the worst ultra rare in the entire game. So let's see what we can get here. We're going to invest 2K, just 2K. Don't want to go too deep because I want you to understand that I am saving for Orlando as well. Well, I clicked it and it didn't do anything. Video game. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Let's see what we get. And remember, you don't skip. You don't skip these because the animations have a chance to upgrade. And if you skip them, you do not get that upgrade. So you want to keep an eye on this. So unfortunately, as it stands right here, no ultra rare units, but let's take a look and see what we get. We got Fina, who's a mega rare. Did not have her, and I actually don't know what she does, so can't really give an opinion there. Me Shards, I don't use her, so whatever. Beguiling Witch, we already have that, so some materials to upgrade it. Ultra rare vision card. Another Siren. That's a bit of a letdown. Couldn't even give me the Shiva? Oh man, you really realize how bad these rates are when you actually pull. All right, let's keep going. Don't use her either. I'm praying for the last one to be an upgrade. The last one being an upgrade would be fantastic. All right, some Phoebe shards. She's actually a really good time mage if you don't have Marguerite. Okay, we got an upgrade. What could it be? What could it be, guys? My blade serves to protect Leonis, right, brother? Oh, it's Stern! That's a good pull! That is actually a good pull. I am down. I am 100% okay with that. We did not get Federica, but Stern is good. I am totally okay with that pull. Nice. I'm down. I'm all over it. Stern is really, really good. He's kind of a glass cannon style damage dealer, but he's solid all around. He's a dark type. I'm totally happy with that. No Federica, but we actually got an ultra rare who's worth investing some time in. So that's cool. So that is what's going on in the new information, the new banner, the new stuff to pull on in War of the Visions. If you give a tug on either one of these banners, let me know what you get. Are you skipping these banners? I would totally understand it if you were. Be sure to let me know in the comments. I'm going to be cooking up some more content for this game as we go, hoping to stream it sometime soon as well. Until that time comes, be sure you are taking care of yourselves, your families, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time.